Well, hi and good evening, everyone out there. This is John, your host for the Growing Shadows, our Ninja Crusade actual play, you know, Twitch stream.
Yeah, we're not
we're
a
not a we're
podcast.
not a podcast.
Not a
Haven't been in
podcast.
quite a while. So that said, I want to go ahead and get some quick introductions out of the way. We have with us tonight our full cast. We have starting off playing Ranto. We have
Hey, I'm Justine.
I'm Justine.
I don't know if I
Just
should say anything else.
all right, and also with us tonight playing Kyou.
I am Roxanne Thompson. You know me from all of the other shows on this channel that we currently do because I'm on all of them, or you can hear my voice on them as a producer. I am also on a couple other shows, but I'll link you to those later. I'm excited to be playing Kyou Fujishita.
And tonight we also have Chet.
Hey guys, it's me, Steven.
And playing as well, we have Takumi.
Hi, I'm Sammy, and I'm the resident goofball.
Goofball.
Yeah, sure.
He-
We'll go with that
The
today.
one who yells at us all the time.
Only when I'm right.
Okay, your goofball title is being challenged right now. No, I'm joking.
And we also have Guy.
Hello, I am Guy, and I will be your resident coward tonight.
So tonight, of course, we are all playing children involved in the Ninja Crusade. That said, that this game will have depictions of violence that do involve children. We try and keep it kind of light here. You're not going to run into anything worse than Stranger Things or Naruto. So still, if that's not your cup of tea, we perfectly understand that. That said, I want to toss out two quick announcements.
Too quick.
Two quick announcements. So this month on the 26th, we will be having our next episode of Seriously Let's Play. We will be playing the first ever actual play and shown to the public version of my game that I have coming out, and that is Gutter Punk. So on our cast for that show, we just lost you, Roxy.
Oh no! Oh no!
But
Keep talking. I'll be right back.
Hopefully, I'm in the same place. But so for that cast for that day, we will have. Let me go ahead and pull up my list really quick because I don't want to mess up anybody's names. So, and I'm kind of surprised that went away. So I have Jessica Geyer, who is from Wannabe Games and is the author of the Powered by the Apocalypse game Moonpunk. We also will have, and now here's a great one for everybody, Aloy Lasanta, who is the owner of Third Eye Games, who created Ninja Crusade, and is the musical writer and performer for Strays of the World, who just released their first album. Also, we will have John McGuire, who is one half the duo from the podcast The Vintage RPG Show, formerly of a few different East Coast punk bands and currently playing bass for the band Outlaw Country. We will have a fourth guest, but it is not confirmed right this second, so I don't want to toss that one out. But as soon as I get my confirmation, we will get that out to everybody. So that is one announcement. The other announcement is we have a brand new actual play multi-season game coming. And that is that we are going to have a game called for the Star Trek Adventure System by Modiphius, which will be played, I believe, on Monday evenings.
Yes,
And
from
is-
7 to 10
Yep.
Eastern.
And is called
The Voyages of.
And we're really proud of this one. We have been putting a lot of work into it behind the scenes, getting it all ready. We have a 10-person crew or cast for that game. Different GMs will be stepping in for different points in the plot line for the entire show. And we will have rotating casts with different people taking up the lead But they will all play only their character. They're not playing like the same characters and switching out. Each person is a different character, and the stories that take place will deal with specifically those characters on board this starship. So we have put a lot of work into it. We have a writing team who's been working on the adventures that are going to take place within it, and we are just very excited for that one. That said, I think we're going to go ahead and run our opening credits, and we will be right back.
Ready for this? Jumping that beat, little time for slowing. Just like these devils, let's start growing. I'm ready for the keys and now I'm glowing. And I guess the time in the hand, you can find toys from the past. The brains ain't out in my feet, always try to. Gonna see it through. Throwing out things to the clutch up, then catch two. Then catch two.
All right. So when last we left our group of ninjas, they ran into a vessel of pirates uh, who were trying to board them. And there is a belief that this group was looking for an individual who is currently in hiding on their ship. But with the aid of our team, the sailors on board the ship were able to divert and scare away the pirates who, lived to most of them lived to fight another day. But in that exchange, there was a revelation that amongst their numbers was a member of the ninja, because they used a jutsu that used ki. So when last we left our characters, they were on board the ship. The captain of the ship told them that they weren't going to be kicked off the ship or anything like that, but they would make their way to Kako, which is in the northern area of the Flame River province. And that is where this ship is currently heading with its supplies to sell them to travel southward into Black Veil province. And that is where your characters are expected to disembark and were expected. But the captain let it be known that there is a very strong chance that the crew might let it slip that they had ninjas on board to the Imperial Army. Because there is a fear with the crusade taking place, and there is also a reward for leading to the capture of ninjas. So, with that said, and I guess I should point out that we also have a rival on board the ship. One of Chet's old rivals is still here.
Freaking Koga.
Mm-hmm.
We need to release that comic that John shared your comic in the Discord today, Justine, and it's still one of my favorites from our first meeting with Koga on stream.
Technically, our first game.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it was our first game. Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah. Yeah, I found that the other day and I was like, oh, that was a nice, happy feeling.
It's a nice comic. You do not throw that one away like you threw away my stealth wagon.
Our treasured stealth wagon.
It is a treasure. It is a wonderful thing.
So, you
remake
have
it.
been told that it is going to be a day or two, so probably closer to 3 days. You're on the verge of a series of mountains that extend all the way out into the ocean, which some of you, this might be the first time you've actually seen mountains, let alone obviously being on the ocean as well. But is there anything y'all are going to be doing?
So we got 2 more days out at sea.
2 to 3 more days, yes.
I think Ranto's just after last time's blunder, trying to stay out of people's way. She'll still help out where requested, but
didn't we end? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say she's trying to be on good behavior.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, didn't we end in a very tense argument with the captain?
I would say yes, but you did out-socialize him.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So he is going to do his best to keep his crew silent about this slip-up. And basically, I don't care if you think they're ninja. If you want to be on board my ship, you're not going to say anything. You know?
Okay, cool. Do we notice the crew acting like jerks to
Not
us?
so much jerks, but some of the crew just stay away.
Okay,
They
that's
don't
fine.
they don't mistreat you, they don't talk nasty to you. It's just they will do some of them will do as little as possible to interact with you. Some of them really won't care. A few of them are basically going to be like, "What do I care? The Crusade's on land. It's not out here in the sea, and this is my home." Yeah.
And even though Ranto is the only one who showed any form of key usage, they're treating all of us as if we are ninja because they believe we are all ninja.
Think of it almost like a plague.
Ah,
She's got it. Maybe y'all have it because you came with her.
well, and I don't remember if I said anything about all the rest of us in the argument last time. I don't legitimately recall if that's
I
was
made
part
a
of-
very half-hearted lie, but it did not seem like the captain really believed
Bought it.
it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just told the captain that because he was like, "Well, I'm not responsible for what my people do," and I was like, yeah, you are. That's part of working on a ship. And if you're not, then be prepared to lose your ship to somebody else."
Sure, he loved
Veiled
having a
threat,
16-year-old
veiled threat.
tell him. Yeah, I love. I bet he loved having a 16-year-old tell him about that.
I'm not even 16. I was thinking about it. I am the youngest of all of us. And it's been what?
Oh.
How long has it been since we started this game?
A year in game.
A year in game. I might be 14.
17.
I might be 14.
Mhm.
But I'm me. Like Kyou is built similarly to me as far as like height and width go. Probably more fit, but you know, a 6 foot tall, because I was 6 foot tall at 14. I was 6 foot tall at 12. You can,
Dang.
yeah, I was picked on a lot. I
Don't know
honestly,
why.
what you see in front of you, this has been me. I wasn't as heavy, but yeah, this has been me since 12. I had a growth spurt at 11 and a half, and that was the end of my social life.
Dang.
We
Sorry,
friends.
I didn't mean to laugh at such a heavy loss.
Oh, I wish I need to lose some heavy.
I didn't take it that way either. Holy cow!
She'll go there.
I'll go there. I don't care. My counselor will talk to me about it later.
That's what they're there for.
You okay?
That's right. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, he probably didn't love being threatened by somebody, but he doesn't know if I have powers either, or in powers, because I feel like people in this. I know that ninja are just, you know, the emperor has made them, and they've done some crap. But sometimes I wonder if people like really understand what the ninja are, or if they just. Is it talked up like Bigfoot or something, or the Jersey Devil? Are we just like a weird thing that exists and they really don't know anything about us? And it's just a bunch of like urban myths have been like built up around the whole idea of us.
The way it feels in the fiction is like maybe 1 in every 100, and this is a stretch, but 1 in every 100 is going people born may have the ability to access ki.
Okay.
But that doesn't even mean that they become ninja.
Sure.
Because
Or like X-Men.
Yeah, a lot like it, honestly. It's one of those things where, like in the fiction, people hand over, they'll accuse children, they'll accuse people, and they're just like, I saw him using ki. It's a witch hunt almost, all over again.
Yeah.
And yeah, so families are torn apart, children, villages are raised or have been raised simply because of an accusation. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but and we'll touch on that in a moment. But for the as this journey is taking place, so Ranto, you are trying to lay low. What is everyone else doing?
Did we let Tom Way out of the hiding spot, or did
Oh,
we
yeah.
just leave her there?
Tom Way.
Yeah, she's just making her way around the ship. Pleasant as can be. She does not go out on the main deck very often, but she is present.
Is she under the same stigma as the rest of us, or is she under her own stigma for being a stowaway?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Roxanne, there might be an issue with the description of the channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check it and see. I thought I fixed it, but it may not be. If you could, Phil, can you refresh your stream and just see if it's still saying that?
It's a very different looking Call of Cthulhu stream.
Yeah, very much so. Is where's
All we need is
Koga?
the squid.
Koga helps out in the kitchen.
Oh, useful.
Yeah, he decides that maybe if he keeps out of y'all's way, things will be better, and volunteers to help in the kitchen. And it's not because of the accusation of y'all being ninja. It is literally the rivalry is still kind of active.
Sure. Yeah. By the way, we have 35 subs right now, John.
35 subs. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that we have 3 extra karma on the table.
Okay. I have those marked with red chips, and I have karma marked with blue chips. So just let me know when we use any of those.
But speaking of your rival, Chet, what I'm doing.
So I'm gonna continue helping out the crew like I have been, and using my time doing that to try to appeal to them, have a more favorable attitude towards our group as a whole.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and make a roll based off of that?
Would like to, yes.
All
I'm
right.
thinking either empathy and intuition.
Sounds
or
good.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I'll take that. Oh, cool. That is
I'm
5.
looking. Okay. So that is 3 successes with I believe, is it 2 for a raise? Or is it 3 for a raise?
I think it's 3.
You mean a boost?
Sorry, boost. Too many game systems in this
Too
world.
many games. Yeah, he's been listening to me listening to Suede podcast a lot, and so they're always talking about raises.
I mean, I'll take a raise.
Who wouldn't?
Best of luck, Sam. Best of luck.
So that said, you do succeed, and that, and with the previous roles, the crew is back to being a little bit more neutral. Not so much avoiding you, just kind of at a loss for really how to act. But they are no longer there's not even the unfriendliness. They still work alongside everyone. They begin the rest of you start to notice that there is a change in the demeanor of the crew as well now. So for Takumi,
I guess you said it's another 2 weeks, right?
yes.
I
no,
think
2 to 3 days.
2 or 3 days. Okay. Well, if this is right after getting attacked, since I don't know a whole lot about boats, I'm at the very least going to do what my skill set allows. I want to see if I can like rappel down the side of the boat a little bit, and check the outside of the hull and make sure that there was no damage from anything that did get close to us from the pirate attack.
Let's go crafts, and then what other skill are you thinking with that?
Perception.
Perception would work.
Well, this is reflective of my boat knowledge. 2.
You don't see per se any extreme damage. There are a few places where there's some knocks, but nothing that would lead you to believe that the ship has been compromised in any way.
Okay.
Guy. And there's a reason why I am choosing you last. But what would you like to do?
At this exact moment, I am probably dumping out my vomit bucket.
Oh yeah. That's been Guy's entire journey thus far.
It's been vomiting, making traps to take my mind off of vomiting, reading books to take my mind off of vomiting, and probably just more vomiting.
I was gonna say that probably makes you vomit more, reading in
Right?
a moving vessel.
Exactly.
So it is after dinner on that evening, that first evening, and you have left the galley and the lower decks to get some fresh air at the same time to help ease your stomach, and the rest of you are also on deck. When to your south, the sky lights up as if it was lightning. A single, like, large blaze that illuminates the sky. And then you see a dull red that seems to be, kind of wispy over the tops of the mountains. You can't really hear anything, and even though you wait, you never hear the sound of thunder. All you hear is the continued pitch and roll of the vessel, the waves crashing against it, the smell of the sea spray, and that whatever it was, gruel that they had cooked up, kind of wafting on the air occasionally. But other than that, all you get is that first initial brilliant, light, and then the kind of, just like I said, a haze of red over the mountain.
Is there a way to tell if like, as ninja youth, is that anything that we've ever seen before, or could try to roll to see if we've ever seen something like that before?
It is like nothing you have ever seen before.
Nothing at all.
So we have. So if I remember correctly, in the city that we were in, after the time skip, there were fireworks during that. Correct?
Yes, we're talking about when you were in Hotaru no Koji.
Yes.
Yeah. This is not fireworks.
But it's not like reminiscent of like a flare that may have been something like, because like I'm trying to discern whether or not a firework means that flare technology was a thing.
Much larger illumination. You have seen flares. Remember when y'all were in Heimanmu? They use flares to illuminate the night.
Right.
So you have seen that before. This is even brighter than that.
Cool.
Hey guys, is the sky burning? Or am I hallucinating?
The captain walks up alongside of you. It's not the sky burning, it's the mountains.
Oh, that makes that better.
Does this happen often?
Every night. If, if you want to know the one experience that many sailors have with the legends of the Ninja Crusade, this would probably be it. Somewhere south of here in those mountains is said to have been once a library of great and hidden knowledge that was protected by a dragon. But it was, well, I should say, not even that, but it was sacred, kept and considered a holy place. Monks tended to it. And then the emperor sent his soldiers there to bring back the knowledge to see if it would be something that they could use for the crusade. Well, he eventually aroused the dragon's fury, and the dragon decimated the entire city. There is nothing living there anymore. There are those who have tried to go there in search of it. There's legends that it's a village where during the day it is nothing but standing homes and whatever is left inside of it, with piles of ash everywhere. And then by night, the piles of ash come back to life and dance out, I guess, their final battle, their final conflict, which terminates at the very end with the dragon coming back to destroy them all.
So you mean to tell me that the reason why the sky is turning red is because of a dragon?
Yes.
Yeah, no way. There's no way.
That's the legend. Of course, we always ask who brings the tales of this legend.
I look at Guy to see if Guy is like if his interest is piqued. Speaking of this grand library.
Wait, there was I just heard heard village and dragon, and that's all I was focused on. There was a mention of a library because I'm totally down for that.
There used to be a library of great
Right.
knowledge that was protected by a dragon and cared for by monks. And the emperor wanted the library to see if it would help, the knowledge there would help with the crusade. And they pissed off the dragon, and the dragon, we pretty much have a Desolation of Smaug situation going on where he just like razes the village.
Guy's already trying to steal a boat or a dinghy or whatever small craft he can get.
I don't care how much it makes me puke. I'm going to the library.
Library.
Probably feels
Library.
fine now.
There really isn't anything to use to get there.
A small piece of flotsam from our recent naval battle. Whatever will get me there.
I am quick to remind Guy of the really big fierce dragon that's involved in this
library?
legend.
Come on, guy.
Library.
Dragons aren't real. Come on.
But like
That's
you're
ridiculous.
a little scaredy boy.
I don't know what you're talking about. Library. Go. Let's go. Come on. Grab your
Well,
things. Let's go.
Let's write down. Let's take note of. Do we? I asked the captain. Do we have a name for that? Dragon and or town and or both, or the library. Library.
It's really not much known specifically of it, but if you find your way to the Wujin Theater in the mountains, they should be able to tell you where to go from there.
Okay, that's good information. That is not the way we're headed, though. Correct?
No.
Darn.
Seeing as they were destroyed and thus could no longer make progress, I vote to name it the Library of Congress.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. I can't get away from these
Bad
puns. These puns are too much.
Yet you choose to spend time with me.
I do.
I don't want politics in my RPG.
Remember that thing I mentioned earlier about, being 6 foot tall at 12 years old and not having a social life?
Uh-huh.
This is the only one I get.
Suffering
You all are
This is
stuck
what
with
I'm
me.
stuck with.
This is what. Well, there's a slow clap in chat for that pun, so you have achieved.
Low clap.
There you go.
However, there is a shout that goes up from the crow's nest. Captain, I can't be certain, but I think when the flare illuminated the sky, I think there was a ship, large ship, to our west, back behind where we came from. Do you see it now? He cries out.
I run to the back of the boat.
Okay.
Kyou was kind of looking at Takumi to. Are you gonna run and look? You can see better than these old guys.
Sorry, I was waiting for the captain to respond and he didn't say anything. So okay, I guess I'll go check.
The crewman is just like, I don't see it anymore. I only could see it because the flare illuminated everything. And that said, with the pitch of the waves and the darkness involved, you are looking at a difficulty of 4 if you want to try and see if there's a ship.
You don't happen to have like a flaming arrow or something? Hey, Talk, do you have a flaming arrow? Send out that way?
I was looking more into it. I technically don't have the ability to make one via key as of yet because I didn't know where in the book to find such a thing. So if I'm going to make a flaming arrow, it has to be with like regular oil and whatnot.
Okay.
That being said, I was going to try to do something a little fancy since the secret's out anyway. Could I, since my elemental aspect or whatever it's called is my element is fire, could I, for a brief moment, channel some ki into my eyes so that I can see better through the darkness? I have no idea what it would look like or if it's just like I'm making headlights out of my eyeballs, but...
You've got special eyes.
Yeah, I do.
My, what bright eyes you have.
My brand.
I love this kind of usage of ki, and so I'm going to say that I will allow you to try to find a way to do this, but I'm looking at 4 successes.
Okay.
And it'll be ki for one of your stats, and then the other stat. Oh.
Perception?
It makes sense for it to be perception. Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay. So it's my perception and then my yang. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Can I throw karma into this, y'all?
Yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm. 3 successes. I've got 1 too many 6s and not enough 9s.
Okay. So the way I'm going to work this is that you're going to have, obviously, a repercussion. I'm going to let you use it,
Mm-hmm.
but you're going to have a negative effect.
Okay.
And that is that you are able to see in the darkness.
Okay.
And there is a sail far, far in the horizon. But your eyes now it's almost like they began to change into an ember, almost cat eye with that yellowish color. But the color glows with the power of the fire that is within you.
Mm-hmm.
And your eyes start to feel like they're burning.
Okay. I'll turn around, crying if I'm even able to do so. Going, yeah, there's a ship.
Okay, buddy.
All of you see it. His eyes look like they have tiny flames in them, and there's smoke coming up from his head.
Holy crap! What the heck did you do?
Oh no.
Go ahead and take 1 point of damage.
Okay. I tried something new.
I take my water flask and I go whoosh on his face.
If you allow it, it puts out the fire.
Okay.
And yeah, you are okay, but it's like your eyes. It takes you a moment for you to adjust and everything, blink, but they do come back.
You just have those big white spots, those little blind spots that come.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that
A lot of tears.
if you get a good look at them, they're like completely bloodshot.
Yeah. Yikes. Okay, well, maybe we don't try new things until we get somewhere where somebody can teach us new things.
I almost had it though. I know I did.
Well, I mean, that's cool and all. You also could have burned your eyeballs out. Just saying.
Yeah.
I'll
I
remind
didn't
you.
have
you
any
were
better
like,
ideas.
Aren't you our scout?
So the captain,
Sure.
Me too.
as this discussion, everything's happening, the captain puts a hand on your shoulder and is like, "So, what did you see?"
I saw a sail. Fairly big one.
All right, everybody, call to arms, and he starts. The bell starts ringing, and sailors begin pouring to the deck, clearing it, and getting ready for conflict or combat, whatever it might be.
What flag were they flying, me boy?
I couldn't tell. I burned my retinas.
Arr.
Why are you guys talking like that?
Because he started it.
Kyou is just like,
Been hanging around with.
I burned some brain cells too.
I've been hanging out with sailors for like
Yeah.
almost
all this time. That's right.
Chet's gonna start wearing a shirt that says, "I didn't choose the sailor life. The sailor life chose me."
Right?
I'll become the team's pirate.
Nice.
Yes, because that's what we were missing.
Well, he's not a ninja.
Not a ninja, not a monk, not a pirate. He's him.
Yeah,
He's just him.
got
Now-
all the best attributes and none of the weaknesses of all three.
So, that said, by dawn, I mean, it takes that long. You never see the sail, but as the sun comes up, the ship is maybe about 200, 300 yards away. And it is as if it came up in the dark and just paced. It is the size of a galley. So imagine it is probably about 3 times the size of the ship you are on.
Holy crap.
I feel like we're on a fishing boat now.
It, however, is flying a flag of, a sheen of blue that the captain says they want to talk peacefully.
Any indication as to who wants to talk peacefully?
That is a ship from the land of sea to our west.
The land of sea.
I don't remember the full name. I believe it's the land of sea and smoke or something like that.
I'll look up the map.
They are the kingdom that her suitor is from.
Oh.
Yes.
The land of...
Sorry, the land of crashing waves.
Okay, sorry. I was trying to our west, and we're on the Arashi Sea.
Far to the west. They would be beyond the bridge to the world.
Oh.
It's not on most.
Oh,
of the
there it
maps
is.
that you
Land
have.
of crashing waves. It'd help if I use. I was You said west. I was looking east.
Ah.
I want to live in land of mountains and valleys. Anyway, go on.
Have your friend hide. I don't think we have much choice at this point.
Chet, do you
Into
want
the
to
wagon
go
with
tell
you.
Tomway to hide?
I'll go speak with her.
Or ask her to, yes.
No, make a demand.
Do this. Now.
So, you do find Tomoe, and she is actually on her way down to the wagon. Chetsuo. Where's Kyou?
He's up on deck talking with the captain. I didn't know if you saw the ship coming.
I heard the call, and I figured it would be good for me to go ahead and head to the spot.
Yes, if that's what you truly think is best for you to do, then I agree.
Well, judging from what everyone's saying, this ship could probably take all of us.
It does appear to be much bigger than the ship that we're on. There's one thing that we have that they don't.
Oh, you?
Not just me. I'm part of it.
Hmm.
Mostly him.
I see you still as foolhardy as when you were younger, Mr. One-Man Army.
Got me this far.
Well, if you're to escort me, let's go. And she arrives at the wagon and opens up the panel that allows her to hide inside. Please don't leave me in here. Last time it took people forever to come and get me.
Promise. And I hand her a highlights magazine and a highlighter.
Good reading.
It's fun with a purpose.
That magazine got me through my childhood. Okay. Love that magazine.
It was Ranger
Okay.
Rick for me.
Oh, Ranger Rick too, yeah.
So, the captain orders that the sails be set to, minimum. Just keep us on course. We're not dropping anchor. And the galley pulls up alongside, and they don't even they open up a panel on the side of the ship. They aren't putting a bridge out from the top deck down. They're actually opening a panel because their ship is that much taller than yours. And about 3 people come across the bridge. You would guess one is probably maybe a sergeant at arms. He's well armed, also wearing armor. The other one has the appearance of maybe a noble or high merchant. And then the other one, a little bit scholarly in appearance. Very simple clothing, but very well cut. And wearing the glasses and carrying a few scrolls with him. The noble looking one. Greetings, is your captain available to talk? I'm the captain of this ship. He
dang it.
strides forward.
I can't lie about it now.
Just elbow Kyou. Make him be captain.
Fall.
Kyou is trying to shut up.
So, greetings. You may simply call me Chancellor Yana.
Simply.
I understand that you had a bit of a rough meeting with one of our other ships earlier. That's one way to put it. Well, all things considered, I wish to extend an apology on their behalf. Uh, they weren't supposed to just attack. In fact, that the captain has been removed from his position over that.
Kyou laughs a little bit.
The Chancellor looks over your way before continuing.
Do go on.
Well, Captain, we are simply looking for one person and one person only. We understand that your ship left a port where this person was last seen, and the timeline is possible that they might be on this ship. Now he turns to the other man who strides forward, unrolls the scroll, and there you see a poster of rather well done Tomoe. Have you seen a young lady matching this description?
Gonna glance at Takumi and using the advanced eyebrow wiggling communication that we've set up prior to this moment.
Of course.
I'm going to suggest that he alter that poster before they leave.
I had a similar thought.
I think
Well, okay.
I think that's metagaming. But
I had a similar thought about it. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it, but sure, I'll push that envelope.
Kyou,
There's some strategic eyebrows.
Kyou leans forward and squints at it. I don't know. I don't think there's enough detail in this for me to really give you an accurate. I mean,
The scholarly man is this and rolls it up very quickly and shoves
Oh,
it back into his.
did I offend you? I'm so sorry. Was that an original? God dang it. I'm so sorry.
Did you
We need
draw
to get
that?
your we need to get your eyes checked. You may need glasses.
Chancellor, do you need me any further? And the Chancellor is like, no. And he turns around and goes back to the boat.
Mm.
So, Captain,
Dude,
are
I'm
you
sorry to
saying
interrupt.
Mhm.
Do I perchance recognize the signs that this man is an artist in some way, shape, or form, and Kyo just insulted the crap out of this guy?
Probably the artist, possibly insulted, but nobody you've ever heard of. If there was no signature or anything on it, that would have given you any idea that this person was of note.
Okay.
How close am I to Takumi? Is he like standing next to me?
Sure.
We'll say sure. Yeah.
I lean over and I go, "Is this your mom's boyfriend? Wasn't he an artist?"
I'd like to step on his foot or her foot
Ah!
rather hard.
It's his foot.
His foot. Okay.
Ow!
That said, Captain, are you telling me that you do not have this individual on board your ship? No, I do not. Then our affair may be very quickly concluded if you will allow my men to search your ship. If they are not here, then there's no problem. And we will pay you 50 gold simply for the opportunity to look your ship over. The captain kind of strokes his chin and remarks, "You want to slow down my schedule simply for 50 gold? It'd be a lot slower if the ship were at the bottom of the bay." The
Got a
captain
point.
kind of pauses there for a moment. Very well. 50 gold and your men search the ship. But as soon as they do not find anything, I want them off. And I want to be on my way. Very well, Captain. And he gives a somewhat polite bow, but almost mocking, as if it is not a part of something that he does.
Mm.
And strides back to the ship. But about 10 men in very light armor come across. And the soldier that was dressed with several weapons and in heavy armor says, "All right, search the ship, top to bottom. Nothing is left unturned." And they scatter. They seem to be very systematic. They begin to start with the top deck and work their way down.
I want to take Kyou down to the cart, hang out there.
You're gonna hang out on the cart.
Just near the cart, so that when they're checking it, we can do it under the guise of like, this is our merchant cart, and we're gonna watch you search it, so we make sure that you're not stealing our stuff. It's all
Okay.
very valuable. Like I'm gonna pull you aside and whisper, like, "Hey, we need to stick by there, just in case." But also, we can have an excuse for being there.
Absolutely. If they, and I, as we go down there, I was like, if you mess up my wagon, like we do trade with your land as well. My cousin currently has a shop out in the land of
Crashing waves.
crashing waves. Kyou is
Uh,
much more confident in that than than
No.
Roxanne is.
I believe y'all had a pretty high success on the creation of that secret area, correct?
It was like
We-
6, wasn't it?
Was 7.
I
Yeah.
thought was it? I hate
Oh,
to say
7.
it.
7 was stealth.
7 was stealth, and then I actually thought y'all put the higher one in at 8.
Okay.
I do believe.
I think that's right.
We can go back and double check, and I'm not trying to shoot myself in the foot, because the thing is that it's going to be a team searching.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So-
No. I think 8 sounds right.
Okay. That said,
Can I roll for persuading the GM? Although he suggested it, I'm fine.
so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. So you have 3 successes over them, or they did not make enough to achieve the success
Nice.
necessary.
Nice. That's what I like to hear.
Does that mean
So-
we get a boost on it?
Technically, no, because that would be if you were making the roll.
Mm.
So it takes an indeterminate amount of time, maybe an hour, before they have gone all the way down to the bilge and not found her. So they go back up. The officer nods his head. "We're sorry for your time, Captain," and hands him a bag of money and walks back across. The gangplank pulls back onto the ship. The doors close, and the ship veers off, heading, slowly a large, wide turn before heading back west.
Takumi, keep an eye on them. I don't trust them to not circle back around and just put this boat in the water.
Aye, aye, Capitan.
Did guys sneak onto their ship and plant bombs? Like tactical plastic
Like you-
explosives?
Like your eyebrow waggle told him to.
Listen,
I know. I imagine at least Takumi was like leaning over the side of the boat, trying to imagine burning like lasers into the side of it.
listen. If I had half of mine, Guy would be on that ship and riding towards their land, so I can go inspect this library.
Give me your
Joining to
books.
this crew now.
Give me all your books.
Listen, I would have done that had I had, I also know that it probably wouldn't derail this session. So, but I was half tempted. I was very tempted. Don't get me wrong on that.
So
But yeah, I'll keep a watch on the boat for as long as possible to make sure it's not doubling back or anything like that.
Or sending out a recon.
Yeah.
it's as the ship finishes, it's the first part of its turn, like about 90 degrees, that an arrow plants in the deck, not too far away. And kind of suddenly, kind of surprisingly, but there is a note tied to it.
Can I grab it?
Arrow note.
I grabbed the note. Can I read it?
unroll the note, and written in a very proper handwriting. It says, "Captain, one last thing I forgot to mention. My soldiers inform me that you also have ninja in your company. Please inform them that the land of crashing waves has no intention of participating in the Ninja Crusade, and that should they ever wish to find solace or a new home within our kingdom, they are welcome."
Oh, I don't.
I don't feel like he's ever said a genuine thing in his life.
Guy
We've
totally
only
believes
heard
him.
like 3 sentences out of this man.
Yet everything about him just says I'm slimy.
I mean, no one has ever. No land has ever welcomed us like that.
Guy
I
wants
give it
to
to you.
go.
Well, of course, Guy wants to
Okay.
go. Is it in the land of crashing waves where this library was?
Yes. Well, there's the library in the Land of Crashing Waves that is home to a specific library of Guy's clan. They actually, yeah, in
Oh.
that in the Land of Crashing Waves, there's a library where skins removed from the bodies of members of his clan are there.
Oh.
Ancient knowledge written on their skin.
Wow.
And yeah,
That
That's
is a
intense.
horrifying prospect. Like, that is a library that I don't think I'd want to go to in this life. But yeah, as a ninja, and having all that knowledge on there, I'm sure that's really cool. But yeah, that's kind of creepy.
it
I'm
is
going to
kinda
go.
creepy by our value system. Yes.
Have you read, Craig's skin today? I'm at left butt cheek. That's how far I
No
got.
chapters. It's all based off where it was on the body.
Yeah, you just put a little thumbtack in it to let you know
Oh,
where you
no.
are.
Table
No,
of
don't
contents.
spoil it. I haven't gotten to the right foot yet.
Table of contents is on his left shoulder blade. We call it Craigslist.
I hate it.
Oh, boo!
I hate
I didn't
it.
even think of that when I said the name.
No, at least one of those skins is a sleazy romance novel.
More
Better
than
be.
one, I'm sure.
Yeah, that one was that one's named Edward.
Oh, no.
Well, you just killed your GM for the evening. No, I was kidding. Let's get it going on.
Let's get
we're
it going
digressing.
on.
We're gonna get it going on. So it's about a day and a half. Continued travels from there that you arrive in visual range of Cacao. And it is not what you'd expect for a city. And in fact, you're not even certain this can be called a city as the ship approaches. Large swaths of barges and junks and various shipcraft, some of them barely even floating anymore, extend out and are tied off together in never ending pathways, crisscrossing, boats moving in between them. It is, for all intents and purposes, that this is a city on the waves, and your ship is sailing into the middle of this. A local guide comes up on a skiff and jumps off and begins to direct the captain on the best route through. but we're talking hundreds and hundreds of boats. And you see families, merchants, shops, the smells of cooking meat, washed laundry. All these smells are just wafting through the air. But at the same time, you see other things, things that your young, impressionable eyes, you're like, oh, that's a rather unusual lady hanging out on the deck of of a ship in her nightgown. You know,
Wow.
and there's several of them on that ship. Wow, it must be a hotel, or at
Definitely
least
motel.
yeah.
This better not awaken anything in me.
That literal image was just shared in the Discord about Owen Wilson in Loki. That's funny. But yeah, Kyou is like, oh, and goes over to Chet and is like, I know what that place is.
How do you know what that
That's
is? That
What's that place?
that place. It's a place for grown-ups. It's not a place for any of us. We're too young.
Oh,
I thought you were about to
I
say
mean-
we're too cool.
Well, we're too cool also. But that's where the are there only women in their nightgowns on it, or there?
Oh no, there are a few gentlemen walking around, scantily clad, and they're more calling out to the sailors on the ship. They seem to obviously ignore all of you.
I mean, I guess
mean-
the heat must have gotten to all of them.
But
Yeah, they must just
Yeah.
be really warm-blooded.
The heat.
the ship, though, continues on past all of this before finally coming to a standstill in a bay. Looking back the way you came, you've made some odd turns. What was that?
We got a re-roll on the table from chat.
But several barges begin to make their way out. But looking back the way you came and the turns that you've made, other than the water that is immediately around you, it looks like you are now surrounded by barges. And several of these begin to come out, and the captain walks up. And he's like, well, believe it or not, this is where our paths end.
Oh, believe it or not, I believe it. I didn't think you were going to want anything to do with us. You've made it quite clear.
Guy quickly disembarks.
I appreciate your statement to your crew. I know that you truly cannot dictate their actions, but for what it's worth, I hope that they listen to you. And I also hope that you see that despite what the Empire says, there are those of us who do good.
So sorry for wigging out your crew.
Look,
You've been waiting to apologize for like 3 days.
we
I've been quiet.
probably honestly would have been killed if not for you. I don't think they understand that, but they will. But at the same time, they appreciate the hard work and the actions of your friends. That much probably speaks louder to them than anything. So I wish you the best of luck. There will be a skiff along that will be able to help bring your cart and your 2 mules with you, and help you disembark back any points a ways to the south, back onto dry land.
Sure. If you ever are in a place with a Fujishita family, spice and textile booth, you'll get a discount. I'll make sure of it.
Well, good luck. And I really would not recommend setting up shop here if you decide that you're going to open one up.
With the wagon, I prefer to travel. It's much more get a nice variety of clientele. But if you ever head out to the land of crashing waves, my cousin does not traditional textiles, but he does sales.
Who knows? Might not be safe to go into some of the ports around here for a while. Good luck. And he extends a hand to you.
I take it and shake it. What was his name? Because I have to tell my cousin what his name was.
Cousin Vinny.
Captain.
Captain. Yeah, Captain.
I think that's what I have in my notes.
Just Captain.
Capitan.
I'm
Well-
actually hoping somebody does have that written down.
I don't think we ever got a name, to be honest.
I can't
Uh,
remember
I got
one.
Tom Way. I got
That
that's
was
fine.
several computer
I have-
classes ago, so
Several
I have
computers
the
ago.
name of the boat.
Oh, what's the name of the boat? Because I'll at least say that. I'll just say the boat.
Pearl.
Pearl
Excuse
of Prosperity.
Pearl of Prosperity.
Pop.
Okay.
P.O.P.
Yeah. I will. That is what I will tell my cousin.
All right. There is a large barge that loads up your
Tell him large barge
barge
sent ya.
that loads up your cart and brings along your mule. And it is by sundown that they finally have you on to dry land. They have to make their way very slowly through several, for lack of a better term, alleyways between these barges. All along, you're seeing people living on these things, working on them, moving between them. The person on the barge tells you, he offers his services if you need a guide. He, of course, knows where all the best places are to stay the night as he very slowly maneuvers you towards the shore. But he's just like, yeah, well, welcome. Do you have any questions? Lived here my whole life, seen it grow exponentially in the last few decades.
I had a question.
Mm.
Why are there so many boats?
It's an interesting story, not terribly long one, but
Okay.
essentially, this city is the furthest city in the Empire. In fact, the Empire doesn't even come here. I don't even know why we consider this part of the Empire. There's no Imperial presence here at all. You won't find any soldiers, you won't find anybody. And most everybody who comes here knows that. So the idea was, well, originally this was a town of those who were fleeing judicial processes. Is that a good way to put it? Outlaws.
Interesting
Yes.
character.
So
I like them.
all the people who lived here were of that, but people started coming from all around. Refugees, pirates, ne'er-do-wells, traders. They were the first to come. And then after that, then the people who knew that all those kind of people were here started to come. And we got businesses, and we got traders, and we've got you name it, merchants. And everybody that started coming here, they realized that there was freedom and money to be made. So everybody though stayed on boats with the expectation that should the Empire ever come, everybody would just flee back into the ocean. They never have. More boats have come. And yeah, so it's mainly a city out on the waves.
Cool.
Mobile
So,
Venice.
at the same time, that's why you always need, if you're going around these areas, you need a guide who lives here day by day because, quite frankly, what is a thoroughfare or an area that you can cross through one day might not be the same the next.
Sure. What was your name again?
You can just call me Sin.
Sin?
Sin.
Like trespasses and sins? Sin?
Sure.
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 So what brings you here?
Passing through mostly.
Just passing through?
Just a bit of ghost hunting.
Why are we still talking like that?
I forgot about the
This
ghost.
is
Are you
this is a
serious?
completely
Ghost
different
hunting?
voice than before. Boy.
Is he serious? Is he about the ghost hunting? And
I can't take
Great.
anything serious with
I
that
mean,
voice.
do you not believe in ghosts here? And I
Oh.
look at Chet and I'm like, what are you doing?
Figured it was like a popular urban legend around here.
So you went
Are we in
western?
the ghost land? Did I miss that?
not
we-
yet.
We're on our
Oh,
way
but
there.
that's where we're going. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
I
Arashi
forgot
port.
about that. My gosh, that's been since we were gonna do that place on
Halloween last year.
last year, and that's how long life happened.
We did get to see some ghosts, though. To be fair,
True.
We did. You're not
we didn't
wrong.
see the correct ones that we were originally going to see.
Sure.
Yeah,
But-
we heard some rumors about this place up the way. Maybe you heard something. What was the place called again? I got it written down probably.
While Chet's talking, if I just lean over and kind of like pinch like the fat of his arm and just give it a little like pull, will that like stop him?
It's up to
Will
him.
that cease?
Make it go an octave higher at the very least.
You need, you have to do an
Is this a combat
intimidation,
roll?
a stealth intimidation to get him,
What a weird
to get him
roll.
to stop. Yeah, how does that work? Do
I
it.
don't have the place we're heading to written down.
It's a Rashi port.
Rashi
Stealth
Port.
and might.
Yeah.
Arashi Port. That's a long ways away from here. Why are you going there?
Is my wagon and my mules here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just kind of look over the shoulder, make sure it's not in stealth mode, and I'm like, yeah. Well, we've got this lovely wagon. And we'll do some trading throughout. You know, we may trade here and there in your wonderful village, city, town, village. And
Phillipsburg.
Well, trade is very lucrative here. You do very well here, I'm certain.
well, that'd be wonderful. I mean, do you already have a textile and spice trader?
Probably hundreds, but the thing is there's one thing you can always guarantee: if you're new in town, they're probably going to flock to you immediately.
But textiles and spices? I do both. The finest that you can find in all of the empire.
I don't think you heard what he literally just said, though.
I did hear what he said.
He's talking about having them all in the same spot, like a convenience store.
Yeah.
No. I said that if you are new in town and have new merchandise, everybody's going to come
Sure.
to you. And I'm
Well,
not talking about merchants. I'm talking
I
about
mean,
everybody.
we can, you know, I will sell to anyone, but we do have to be traveling. So I mean, we won't be here very long. Bring the mules around. And
I'm here, Ferris Mueller.
yeah, Ferris Mueller and
Dude,
Paula
and Paula
Abmule
Abmule.
need to be front and center in our if they're not yet hooked up to the wagon, I go about doing that.
Are we still on the barge?
You're on the barge, about to
Okay.
finally reach dry land.
Oh, thank
So-
goodness.
But is there anything you're looking for? Of course, I would highly recommend staying at the I believe it's the Dandy Lotus is probably one of the best hotels to stay here in town for people like you.
You
And-
mean people like me?
Go ahead and do that pitch attack.
Buffoons.
Can I
people
roll?
who are lacking in temporal Young. We'll just say young.
Okay, because I wasn't going to
Yeah.
understand whatever it is that you were about to say.
Yeah. I thought you said people who were lacking in temporal young, and I was very confused.
No,
about
just young. Just young.
Too.
people,
I figured
young
I'd
people.
keep it a little bit simpler.
I thought he was
I
going
mean,
to say
do
something
we
about
look
tempora.
young to you?
He looks over at Ranto.
What? Don't
I'm
judge
just
a book
short.
by its don't judge a book by its cover.
That's the
She's
other
Yeah.
thing.
she's actually
I
the
could-
oldest of all of us.
I could be a grandpa for all you know. Ah, shoot! Now I'm doing it.
No.
Oh no! I don't know
Catching.
even where this accent is regional to in this land.
I
Houston.
guess we are west.
Yeah, Houston. Somewhere
Kakko,
in
Houston, you know.
Yeah.
It's got some of the same letters.
So he's recommending we go to the Dandy Lotus because it's a
Yes.
good place for young people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
It's a daycare.
the best way
Yeah.
to get? Do you know the best way to get to Arashi Port from here? Because that is where we're headed.
Literally straight south.
Okay.
I mean, you're going to head straight south to the Urashi Sea and go east a little bit.
All right, guy,
And-
write that down.
I got it.
Well,
He's still on a move. He's on moving water. He's not writing anything down.
I am very useless right now.
Yeah, I can figure it out. Although straight south and then east a little bit is not straight south. I mean, we're gonna go southeast.
South to the Urashi Sea, then east along the coast.
I mean, a straight line is less time, but
You don't want to go straight. No, I'm serious.
Joe
maybe-
just laughs a little bit and is like, "I get you, I get you, I get you."
no.
Inside joke. What?
I don't understand that. But I will say, so if you are looking, there is of course the Inn of Black Glass to the west, sorry, the east of here. And if you want to see the Great Desert, that is probably the best place to go. So as the story goes, the current emperor's grandfather made a nation so angry that they literally used their ninja powers to utterly decimate the land and make it to where nobody could ever cross. And so we look out across this way to our east, and all you'll see is a desert of black glass.
You're telling me Ninja did that?
That's how the story goes.
My boy, ninjas aren't even real.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. John, I would like to use stealth and might to give him a mighty sneaky pinch.
Now, enough of your ninja talk. We have a ghost to hunt.
Well, are you just going to let that happen, Chet?
Depends on how high her stealth roll is.
It's only a 2.
It's a versus roll, regardless.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking. All right, yeah, I'll try use stealth athletics to get out of the way. I imagine your attack is supposed to look like you're not trying to attack me, and my dodge is supposed to just like not look like I'm dodging you.
It's just a very quiet boop.
A 4.
Dang it.
I know your tricks.
Bleh.
The captain steps between you and starts. Was it one of the mosquitoes around here? They're terrible, I tell you.
Oh my god, this person.
So we have those are probably the two most famous inns. But yes, so that's a legend. Whether it's true or not, nobody was around at that point to know for sure. That's all I'll say.
Yes, that's lovely.
So the barge finally pushes up against land, and a group of men begin to help you get your mules saddled up to your cart and begin to pull it off of the barge. Several men begin to help. and then they turn to you with outstretched hands.
May I ask, did I get a read off of Sin at all about how he felt about Ninja as he told this story about Ninja lore?
Ooh, let's go ahead and see if you can get a empathy roll off of that.
Yay!
Empathy and perception might work.
There have not been enough rolls tonight for my liking. I need empathy. I have a 2. And perception, I have a 2. May I use a karma, fam?
Okay.
For it.
Mhm.
Can I use the reroll we have on the table, fam? I rolled. Well, I got a 10, so I got 2.
I can tell you that I've got more than that.
Oh. Can I reroll, people?
So I say yes.
Okay, I'm gonna reroll. I'll bias another one if I have to. That is worse. So yeah, just 2.
I guess I
Uh,
have an okay empathy perception. Could I give it
Well-
a go?
as far as Kyou is concerned, this guy seems to like Ninja. He thinks Ninja are great or something. At least that's way when Chet, I believe it was, said, "Oh, Ninja aren't even real," or whoever said that.
Chet.
Yeah,
That was
he's
me.
just like, sure.
But ghosts are.
Those are so
Oh, sweet.
real.
David gave us another reroll. Thank you, David.
Ooh.
So is anybody else going to try and see if they can get a read on him with that?
I'll give it a go.
What exactly are you trying to look for with that, though?
I think it's just kind of listening to the way he talks and just kind of gleaning his story. He's a charismatic enough guy, at least from what I can tell, to where he's interesting enough to talk to or like listen to. So I feel like that just kind of invites you to be able to like grab his tone. So perception and empathy for me, I think.
I'm having a good roll tonight, just fair warning.
Let's
GM's
see.
dice are hot tonight.
5.
I also got 5.
Oh
I will
Dang
take a
it.
picture of this so I can send it to our chat later.
no, you don't have to
I believe
prove it.
you.
We trust you.
We believe you.
You say that now.
We'll just curse you in our sleep.
Wait, we're
Yeah.
only just now starting that?
So he seems to be kind of, nonplussed by it. It's like, Ninja exists, whatever.
Nonplussed that ninja exist?
Yeah, it's like, Ninja exists. Okay, whatever.
Interesting.
I just realized I've been muted for a while and I don't know when that happened.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh. I thought we just heard you talk.
I thought I did too, but I don't know.
No.
I don't think you were ever meant to or muted in our hearts. So
My
That's all that's
my headset can do it independently of Discord.
oh.
So that said, though, what do you think you're all going to do? I mean, he said that there's a chance to make some money here, but are y'all going to go ahead and just be like, nah, we'll crash and we'll get out of here?
I'm down to just crash and get out of here. I don't like the
People?
look of this place.
Are
I'm
we
when the
in?
barge captain is named Sin.
Sorry, you don't like the cut of their jib.
This ding dong over here thinks ninjas are real.
Are we in need of money and or supplies?
I always just assume that Kyou has it.
Tuan?
That's
Yes.
pretty much been how we operate.
Once guy gets something in his stomach that stays in his stomach, he would like to wander around to ask for some information.
And a used bookseller.
Yes.
Okay.
You really are the wizard in our group.
So are y'all going to go ahead and just plan to stay the night, nothing else?
I may take I may roll out a barrel of spices and some textiles and set up shop, or I'll just pop open the side. I'll just kick my wagon, and the roof pops up, and the stage pops out, and I set some barrels of spices and some bags of spices, and I whoosh, and there's suddenly scarves and finery and nice kimonos, and I stand next to it very proudly.
Okay.
Did we get Tomoe out of the hiding spot?
Yeah, I'm sure Tomoe. Oh yeah, is she with us?
She just like launches out.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
there.
Please tell me that Kyou just like started unpacking the wagon and you're like,
And
oh,
she falls
Tomoe!
out.
Yeah.
No.
Pretty much.
No.
We
Oh,
also
no.
have this.
Chet, I thought you were gonna get.
I assumed that it happened at one of the many time skips that happened
It's
during
role
this
playing.
session.
It's role playing games. We can't assume anything.
She let
Everything-
herself out before.
The people left, and then time just kind of passed. So I
That's
just
true.
assumed.
That was you gave her a really good magazine.
I told her I'd be back, so that implies that I would do
that
it.
you went back.
We're gonna open up that compartment in the wagon, and it's gonna look like she's been in there in a sensory deprivation chamber, and she's like her hair's all wet, and she looks like she's from The Ring. It's like,
Oh no.
It's just a skeleton in a highlighter
Yeah,
magazine.
she just gets thrown out. Yeah, in a highlight magazine with a highlighter. Yeah, she just gets pitched out, and somebody's like, "Oh, you're dealing in little girls," and I'll be like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Why are we in Ireland now?
I'm absolutely not. I don't
Going around
know."
the world.
We're
We're
out of control
on a
tonight.
Disney ride at this point.
I mean,
We were just in the Old West a second ago with Chet.
I don't know. It just felt
but
right
I'm
when it
from
came.
I'm from out of town.
That's
Mhm.
right.
With Kyou setting up shop, and Tomoe, I'm sure, having been out of the cart for the past few days, because we wouldn't just leave her there.
I mean, she would. Gosh, yeah, no. There's no.
She just doesn't have a lot to say in these situations, but she's here.
Wow.
John has done the voice of too many NPCs. He can't just sit there and do like 6 NPCs at once, or can he?
No, I can't.
Uh,
But that said, we're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna deal with something specific, and
Oh,
that
no.
is Guy. You said you were gonna go try and find something while all this is going on.
Indeed.
All right. What? How exactly are you doing this? What are you doing?
Well, after I get something to eat and actually become a living human being again, I would like to wander in towards this is basically a whole bunch of boats docked together and kind of connected haphazardly by bridges and whatnot, right? And
Yeah,
gangplanks
absolutely.
and walkways.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start wandering around and start asking if anyone knows anything about that. What was it, the Wujin Theater or the library?
Yeah, the Wujin Theater. You finally find someone that knows something about it, and they're like, "Well, yeah, that's like the most famous theater in the land."
Oh, real quick, because I'm of the Living Chronicle. One of my my clan trigger is gain a karma when risking my life to obtain a document or historical tome. All right, so just let me know when I have properly inconvenienced the group.
All right. We'll get there.
I'm sure.
But
Let's do it.
the gentleman's like, "Yeah, of course," and it's in the Flame River province, which, of course, that's where you are. But it's on the southernmost tip of the mountains. Yeah, but it's the Wujin Theater. You cannot miss it. Once you go far enough south through the mountains, try and head north, and just about every road leads to it.
All right,
So,
think
that said, a gentleman walks past you and taps you on the shoulder and says, "Look, I know what you're really here for." And he keeps on walking.
who that?
It's
And he
stranger
turns around and he's like,
danger.
"Follow me."
And I will follow him, but at the ready the entire time. Very obviously, like "Wata!" Like I'm bigger than I really am.
All right. You make your way across about 2 or 3 ships when a gentleman seems to come out of nowhere to strike you.
Oh no.
Why aren't we babysitting the baby in the group?
He's gonna get
Uh,
guy napped.
So I just rolled 6 successes.
Oh my
no.
Jesus.
Oh no.
Oh
Give
my
him-
God.
He's gonna get guy slapped.
Good God.
Can I roll athletic speed to try and dodge out of it?
Absolutely.
Alrighty then.
Come on, guy.
Use those little legs.
Don't be that guy.
3 successes. I got.
All right, so you take 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage.
Can we
And-
spend karma to say that some of us explored and happened to see it, or
I want him to hear this line first.
okay? Okay.
The two men ready themselves to fight. And with the swaying of the ships beneath them, they look at you and they say, "We got word you might be coming looking for us. But if you think you can take on the whole salt cartel, you have another thing coming."
Oh no.
This is
Guy's
not what I
already
signed up
doing
for.
it. Huh?
A guy was just gonna be like, I didn't realize that this was gonna happen.
Pretty
It's-
good.
It's because you kept looking into the salt issue.
Quick, pepper them with insults.
Oh, boo. Oh, God.
With insults.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh, no.
This
Can
show
I-
is canceled.
Everybody go home.
You're just salty.
I'm taking my stream and getting out of here.
Meanwhile,
can
I've
I- go on.
Meanwhile, I've invited Ranto and Takumi to go to visit the local Chili's, see if we can get some
French
food
fries.
and figure out, learn more about Arashi Port.
Sure.
You're not going to tell me that this place doesn't have a Chili's.
Do they let dogs
On a boat.
in? Do they let dogs in?
Absolutely. And they even don't. Anyway, I was going to go someplace. I'm not going to go there. That would.
You
They
went.
serve
You were
dogs.
trying to go someplace.
I'm not
Stop
going
it.
to go there. So
I order a plate of fajitas. I ask people about Arashi Port.
because nobody gets Chili's at Chili's anymore.
Oh.
But before we
True.
go there,
Oh man,
so
I want some
Guy.
chicken crispers now. Anyways,
Guy, what are you going to do?
run.
All right. They don't really see that coming. So go ahead and give me a test based off of that. How are you going to
All right. Let's go ahead with speed and maybe knowledge to remember how to navigate the various bridges and gangways. Since I
All right.
imagine it's an unmarked mess.
They have made 3 on their first test.
All right. Let's run.
I'm tired of opposed tests. Just making it known. GM
like
should not be allowed to roll.
That's kind of what the game is based off of, though.
3
It is-
successes.
It is not.
All right.
It is a success-based system.
So
Yeah, our successes
technically-
versus his.
Technically, ties
No.
go to defenders, and they are in pursuit of you to harm you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you
Rude.
get it.
Yeah. So you have a chance to finally lose them. What are you going to do? They are quite a ways from you.
Uh-huh. Let's go ahead and crawl into some merchandise that I can fit into, something that's that bigger people wouldn't be able to fit into, like maybe a crate or a pile of textiles or something. Become one with the reams of cloth.
All right. I'm going to say athletics perception because there's a chance they might run past you while they're looking around.
All right. So I'm rolling athletics perception, or
I am.
okay, and
I And you would
Alright.
be stealth and whatever
Stealth.
else you think would go with
let's
that.
see here. Let's see here. Deception.
That sounds good.
Guy just jumps into a pile of textiles and then poses like he's a mannequin, and they're just
Basically,
or
right?
some sort of stand.
3 successes.
There you go. They run past and you hide for a bit. The three of you enjoy your time at Chili's.
Jeez. Just for
Uh,
anybody who's never watched the show before, we are not in an American analog of Japan at all. This is just Chet. This is just Steven. but
There's probably
it's enjoyable.
a Chili's in Japan.
Well,
there's
now.
There is now.
there's probably a Chili's in the underworld. Come on.
Did
That is confirmed.
was I able to get any information on Arashi Port during our time at Chili's?
Go ahead and get. Did you make a test on that?
Did not.
For.
I
Oh,
didn't anticipate this family dining atmosphere to have much info.
Well, you
to
know,
glean.
you talking to
Every-
people, talking to the waitress.
waitresses hear everything.
And it's half price margarita night.
You don't drink, you're enlightened.
I don't,
But other
but
people
other
do.
people do.
Oh, so they're loose-lipped.
Yeah.
So how about
What
so
would
are
that
you,
be?
Are you trying to listen in? Or are you trying to talk to people?
Trying to talk to people.
So
I'm thinking
persuade.
like Persuade and
Ah, man,
I
like
can either like perform or 'cause I'm like, you know,
Go for it. Perform.
yeah, all right, let's do perform. And then can I use a karma, guys, to get an extra dice?
sure.
Mhm.
We're down to 2 after that.
Cool.
Do you
That
have
is, if we
perform?
haven't spent the karma to actually make the Chili's exist.
Yeah, I have 3 in perform.
Because you're actually trying to talk to people, I'm gonna say difficulty 2.
Okay.
And we do have a reroll.
All right, I'm gonna use it because I got
Okay.
0.
Daggum.
Here we go. That's 2.
Nice.
All right. So, legends are that Arashi Port has been abandoned for quite a long time. Supposedly, yet again, another legend of spirits being angered somehow to such a degree that the Arashi Sea is now unusable for fishing or anything. It is so violent out on the waters that the port was just abandoned. And ever since then, people who have traveled nearby it enough claim that they have heard the sounds of laughter, voices, ghostly lights, strange sounds of large things moving. And
Is it like
yeah.
a happy laughter or like an evil cackle?
happy laughter, but it's one of those things. Always remember that the hotel in The Shining had happy laughter too.
No reports on like people actually seeing like like a creature or a figure. It's just lights and whatnot.
Floating ghostly lights.
What about like dragon sounds?
Dragons aren't real.
I'm willing to bet they are.
Nah.
That said, going back to Kyou, with everybody,
Yeah. Do I
hearing
make
on
some money?
oh, you make tons of money.
Yes.
Are new in town. Things are going great.
Gangbusters.
And there is a few people looking at your wares. And one guy in particular is just like, you have a lot of nice things here. Doing pretty well for yourself, huh?
I don't want to speak out of turn. I'm just new. We're just passing through. Might as well sell out while I'm here, you know?
I agree. And like that, he turns and braces himself with his foot coming up against the side of the wagon and takes off in a jump. But it's a jump unlike anything you've ever seen. He sails through the air about a good 40 feet in an arc. So 40 feet in length, which means that he at least cleared about 10 or 15 feet over the top of a crowd. And if that's not strange enough, everything that is a small size object that was on your cart follows him.
Oh, that dick. All right. Now I'm mad. You stole my stuff.
It's like we
And
got
we're
two
gonna-
enemies in town.
We're going to pause right there and allow all my players to go ahead and take a break. And when we get back, we're going to deal with what in the world has just occurred. But I will say this. As he does this, the sound of whooshing wind and the sound of laughter accompanies his movement in such a way that you know that it was key being used.
Yeah. This is some ninja shit.
Spooky.
All right. All right.
See y'all in 10 minutes. We will be right back right here.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Bye.
Uh-oh, where's my button? Where's my button? Oh no, there it is. Okay.
Ah, set us free.
Ready for this? Jumping that beat, little time for slowing. Just like these saddles, let's start growing. I'm wearing the keys and now I'm glowing. And I guess the time in the hand, you can find the toys from the past. The brain ain't counting, I feel always trying to, gonna see it through. Throwing that thing to the clutch up, then Chetsuo. Then Chetsuo.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for those of you who hung out in chat. We are back and we are live. So, when last we left our intrepid group of ninja, 3 of our cast were away at Chili's. One of our cast was being assaulted by the Salt Cartel. And, of course, our tradesman was robbed. The last thing that they saw was this figure turn, put their foot to the back of the cart, and fly through the air, jumping and a rather magnificent distance. But as they jumped, all of the small items at the cart flew through the air behind them, as if caught in an illusory wake.
And I can tell it's key because
Oh yeah,
okay. Hmm.
without a doubt. Even if it's not how you would do it, there are all the telltale signs.
Okay.
Uh,
Are
Tomoe-
none of my friends are around, right? Oh.
Tomoe's there,
Oh,
and she looks at it as this happens. It's like, what the hell?
that guy's stealing my stuff. Okay. You said you can fight?
Well, yeah.
Something.
I like the ninjas like turning to the normie and is like, you can fight. But
And she's like, well, let's go, and starts taking off after them.
yeah, the guy just took off running, right? With his little key cackle. Okay. Yeah. I am going to gosh. Yeah. I'm chasing this guy. What do I have to do? I have no speed. I'm
Well,
a big kid.
that said, you can always try for might. You can always go for athletics.
I'm waiting for anything that I have a pip in. We've
You can
discussed
rely-
this.
Okay. You can
I'm
rely
the
on one of
salesman.
your greatest strengths:
Monkey rolling attack?
travel.
Oh.
You
Dude.
know travel. You can.
I
you know
would
how
like to travel to chase this man.
Yes, you know
I would
how
like
to
to
move
travel
and how to
travel.
figure out quick ways through things.
Sweet.
And
You
maybe
always-
I'll
Oh, can
even
I
say
do travel perception?
to try and see where they're going and try and head them off? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, there. That makes me feel a little bit more useful to myself in this moment.
I was thinking you could sniff some of your spice and use holistics.
I actually
Oh.
have.
Wrong.
Do you have
wrong
any of that?
universe.
I do have pips and
Wrong
holistics.
spice.
Yeah. Because I actually took in my character creation that that my parents were victims of circumstance and they were plague survivors. I don't know. That was the tragedy that was listed in the book, and so I get a +1 holistics when attempting to heal the sick, but I gain a karma when trying to help injured in spite of danger to myself. That never happens. Kyou never steps out of the. Like your eyes almost burned out earlier in the show, and I was like, "Ew, don't do that."
You're a good doctor.
The best way to not have your eyes burn out is to not try new things. Bad.
Thanks.
You're the doctor.
Thanks.
The doctor you go to that you're just like, it hurts when I do this.
Yeah,
Doctor-
exactly.
The doctor
Don't
just
do
says,
that.
"Stop doing it."
I didn't get a single success. I like tripped over there. You said like this marketplace is floating, right?
Yes.
So I'm like,
I thought
I
we had
fell
one
in the
re-
water.
Do we have any rerolls in chat?
We do not have any rerolls in chat.
Okay.
We didn't get one.
Chet used the last one.
Spent it.
Okay. So that said, Tomoe begins to get ahead of you, and you can now see where the gentleman landed, and it looks like several other urchins and beggars have ran up to grab the things that were scattered and run off in different directions. She yells back to you, "Which one do we go after?"
And I'm like trying to get people through out of my way since I can't see anything. Which directions did they go?
Every direction.
Every direction?
Yeah, there's several beggars and urchins that just ran up, grabbed everything, and took off.
Oh, okay. Can I do a quick perception or something to see if what they took was valuable, like irreplaceable valuable? I doubt it, but
You know your cart well enough to say that there's nothing that they took that could be irreplaceable.
and nothing that could betray my
No,
allegiances to the Lotus Coalition.
everything had to be a simple, mundane item for it to be dragged along with them.
Okay. Which way did the guy go?
He went straight.
Just keep chasing him.
She says, "Okay," and just sprinting after him. And you're keeping up. He's not really. It's almost like he's not really trying to lose you.
Gosh. Do I think I could get away with molding key right here in this crowded street?
He
I
is.
did it.
Yeah, he did do it, didn't he?
He literally
Then,
did it in front of your face.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to mold key and do stone lung on this guy,
Okay.
just to slow him down, and then I don't know. It doesn't say in the book.
Okay.
Like, I don't think it's lethal though. I say as though I'm
Stone lung?
for
Falls in
stone
water.
lung.
Alright, let's see really quick. Do you
I
have,
have
your
it.
page written down for that?
I do. I don't, but I can. I'm real close. I meant to write down the page for it, and I instead just wrote down my dice pool. Okay, stone lung, yang plus survival. The ninja compels the earth to fill their target, suffocating them. For a number of turns equal to successes gained, makes it harder to breathe, and suffers a -1 penalty to all physical actions. With a boost, target suffers a deprived 1 condition. So he doesn't die. He just is oxygen deprived for a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
So yang plus survival to see if it goes off.
And remember, it always goes off. But what is
That's
the,
right.
what is the feedback if that does not work?
The backfire for all way of earth is I weaken my own fortitude and resolve, and I suffer a cumulative -1 penalty on all rolls to defend or resist incoming attacks.
There we go.
All right. Can I use a karma?
Yeah.
Friend? Well, thanks, GM.
Hey.
Approve all my karma requests, please.
Well, I usually do, but table. Does anybody want to say no?
No, they all said yes.
All right, there you go.
Or we're indifferent. Two successes.
All right, so that is enough for basic jutsu. Is this a basic?
Yes.
All right.
Isn't
So
it?
no-
Yes.
So no feedback, and he begins to cough and sputter and slows down a little bit.
Okay. Then I catch up to him. And oh wait, what did it say? Well, we can say that it can stop.
He begins to run, or kind of what little sprint he has left in him, and it looks like it is a dead end ahead of him.
Just stop. Stop running. You don't even have my stuff. I just want to talk to you.
1 second. Okay.
Did you roll for hearing or obeying?
So he throws out some money in front of him. And it pauses in midair.
Oh, God.
And he runs across it, taking him up and over a body of water. But as he does this, he actually suffers the backfire, and he drops everything else.
Okay.
And he lands about 10 yards away on a boat on the other side of the water. Tomoe.
Just remember, he had a -1 to all physical actions with my stone lung.
Yep.
Okay.
Tomoe chases after him. And she makes about 2 steps onto the paper when the paper gives way and she tumbles down into the water.
Oh, God. Oh, crap.
He stops and turns and looks at you. Ninja?
Ninja?
Yeah. You're the Lotus.
Are you?
Technically.
Yes. Do you steal from your own?
Nah. We'll have your stuff dropped back off at your cart by the time you get there. Sorry
Much
about
obliged.
that. Take care.
And then I'm like,
say hi to your betters from the Laughing Bandits. And he turns and laughs and runs off.
Gross. God, Laughing Bandits.
I like them.
I didn't even know they were an option. But then I reached down and I try to get Tomoe out of the water.
Tomoe is drowning.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her out of the water. Normie, get out of the water. No, I don't do that.
Go ahead and make a strength check. We need to go. Let me pull that up really quick. You're going to need to make a might and survival.
Okay.
I'm only looking for 1 success.
If you botch
All
this,
right. Might and survival. I actually have a pip in survival. That's nice.
And you always get to roll 1.
Oh, well, yeah. If I don't have any, right?
Mm-hmm. And of course, if you want to use a karma.
I only need 1 success.
Yep.
What are the? Oh, these are table key, right? Those red.
Everything's karma.
No. But you gave us 3 extra something because we had 38 subscribers or whatever.
Another karma.
Oh, they're karma also?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to spend a table karma instead of one of our regular karma. Is that okay?
Sure.
Do. Oh, wait. I spent a karma. No, but I don't get a backfire, right? It is a critical fail, though. It's no successes with a 1. Yeah. No successes with a 1.
I will give you an opportunity to spend those 2 other karma to save her.
Okay, I'm doing it because otherwise we both die, guys, and you'll never know what happened to us. Because I will fall in the water and die.
Just return to your cart an order of mozzarella sticks and chicken strips.
And for those of you who are in the chat and that are kind of new to the Ninja Crusade system, so karma is essentially exactly what it sounds like. It is a way to reroll, add rolls, but it is also a way to alter scenes. By spending good karma, the players can augment a scene, or I can offer augments in order for the story to continue, but I can set the price however high I want. So with that said, So Karma smiles on you. You reach down and she grabs a hold of your arm as she just goes below the surface, and together you pull her back out.
We got a reroll. Sorry, we have the old Basset is very upset with the puppy
Yeah, she's
and is making it known. We did get a reroll from chat, so everyone else,
Yeah.
we have a reroll after that. All right, so we are alive and
Mhm.
not dying. Cool.
And wet.
she is like, you saved my life. And she leans over and tries to kiss you on the cheek.
Oh my. Hi. Hi. I mean, it was the least you could do. You did chase after this man for me. I don't know, while you were indisposed in the water there, everything is fine. He's going to return his things. My things. My things, not his things. My things.
She kind of smiles, but do you try to block her from kissing you?
I kind of pull away, yeah.
Okay, she does not pursue.
Okay. I try to play it off though, like I didn't really notice. I'm like moving away.
Oh, let's get a roll on that. I want to perform and maybe deception.
This
Okay.
reminds me of Zuko from the Tales of Ba Sing Se, where he gives that girl the coupon.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
did good. I did good. I got
Oh.
I got a 7, 8, and a 10, so I got 4 successes.
She acts like nothing happened, and she, kind of brushes a strand of hair back behind her ear.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna do that for her. That's a Chet thing. so I should get back to my cart before somebody else steals all my actually valuable stuff.
Yeah, let's go. And she follows along behind you, a sopping mess.
Okay. All right, yeah. So
I'm gonna say at this point, all of you can arrive back at the cart.
oh, thank God. Chet is very relieved to see more people at the cart.
Oh,
Oh, hey. Here you
Chet
guys
or-
are.
Or Kyou.
Kyou. My apologies.
I
Kyou
brought you and Tomoe some mozzarella sticks and chicken tenders from Chili's.
Tomoe, why are you all wet?
She went swimming.
Guys, a laughing bandit, and I make big, very pointed eyes so you guys know that I'm talking about the clan. A laughing bandit stole some of my stuff. We had to chase him, and she fell in the water.
Yeah.
Did she get it back?
I intimidated the laughing bandit, and they're going to bring it back.
In fact, you see everything that was missing returned to your
That's
cart
a lie.
already.
Oh, see, look, it's already here. It's already here.
Yeah, it never. I mean, it doesn't look
It's
like
like-
anything ever got taken.
But it did. It did. There's no other reason for us to be running through. You know I don't like to run. Running through and then her falling in the water.
No, I
She's-
believe you got robbed. I don't believe that you intimidated anybody though.
Well, that's rude. But thank you.
Yo, I hate to.
She's
you
gonna
know.
basically interrupt everybody. She's like, "Look, I'm going to head to the hotel and go get changed."
Okay. After she leaves, I'm gonna turn and just be like, "Yo, you got a little bit of lipstick."
My cheeks are naturally this color, thank you. And I turn around and I grab a textile and I scrub it off my cheek. So-
Do your
So-
cheeks also come with like that very distinct
yes, yes.
shape? Okay.
It's a condition. I'd rather we didn't talk about it. Thanks.
Funny, I haven't seen it before.
So thieves, huh?
Thieves, they're the worst. But yes, He just, and I very quietly, I'm like, he just molded Key out in front of God and everybody out here.
Wait, there were actually thieves?
Yes.
Yeah, some thief stole a kiss.
God. I hate you guys so much. So much do I hate you. That's in character, I say that.
You gotta.
Oh, we know.
You have to let him get some in. We've made so many jokes about his mom's new boyfriend.
No, that's true. That's true.
I roundhouse kick at Ranto.
Well, make
Shove
it
you in
combat
the
roll.
water. I'll push
Do
you
you
in
let-
the water.
Do you let the attack go through?
Oh,
Do you actually try to kick her?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna.
yeah.
This is the continuation of our fight from last time.
But while they do that, I'm gonna sidle up to Kyou and just be like, "So where's Guy?"
I used
Guys should be there.
strength.
When I said everybody shows up, guys also.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So
If that wasn't clear before.
just
Yeah.
to now that you ask,
Well, we left him as a mannequin. I don't think we ever finished his.
well, here's the thing: is that I assume that I just made my way back to the camp, and as I'm watching all of you guys ignore me and do your little personal spats with each other, I'm just happily munching on chicken tender.
The stuff that Kyou or the stuff that Chet brought back for Kyou is what's and Tomoe guy is like, I'm nomming down.
and there's like some blood on his forehead as well, but he's just kind of calmly eating and watching.
Oh,
think I broke an ankle out of all of that.
I think
whoa.
your kid comes around and I just like whip and I just like push you while you're stuck on one leg over.
Sammy, what did you roll?
I rolled a 4 on athletics and fighting.
So, and what did you roll? Ranto, what was the skills you rolled?
I rolled fighting and might.
So you were trying to hit back, essentially.
Yeah, push him
Okay,
back.
So you're looking at taking 3 points of damage,
Oh god.
and yeah, she tips you over as you try to kick her. But you did try to kick her pretty good too. You gotta admit.
Yeah, no, it was a solid kick. I'm just gonna like on the ground.
Kyou kind of laughs at that, but
Like, I think when you fall, Ranto's like, "Oh crap, sorry, I don't really know my own strength sometimes."
she's tougher than she looks, bud.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, hey, Guy.
You're
What's,
this big.
What's with your head blood?
I attacked me. I'm not
What?
having a good day. Hi. Can I eat the rest of this?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, I know a thing or two about healing.
I would like that, please.
Dude, now do you?
As Takumi lays on the ground, 3 hit points down. I'm like, whatever. Guy, you have an ouchie that needs a band-aid.
Well, listen,
That was a 3 out of my total 7, by the way.
I'm also 3 down. I probably have less than you, so
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was that bad. Yeah, can I go
Oh,
and
yeah.
try to do some holistic stuff? I have a spice mix that I press into his wounds.
Sounds good.
Does that, and it says heal the sick. Hopefully that means and injured, right? I just, it's my notes, so yeah.
We'll let it go. Yeah.
So +1 holistic. So what would that be? Holistics and knowledge?
Yep.
Intuition?
Knowledge
Plus
would work
chicken tenders.
best. For this situation, knowledge would work. Survival can work sometimes, but I would say knowledge in this situation.
Okay. Dang it. I'm burning our reroll because I don't want to hurt anybody. I got that no successes with a 1.
Oh.
2.
2 successes. All right. She's going to heal you 2 points. I'll go ahead and say that.
okie dokie.
I help Takumi up off the ground. There. See, once you get standing, it helps.
So who did that to you?
Apparently, the Salt Cartel.
Don't you dare start, Chet.
I'm talking to Guy.
It's
Guy
not
who
all
showed
about you.
the man who showed up with all the head blood.
Did you say the Salt Cartel?
Yep. Apparently, that's a thing.
The Salt
I-
Cartel. Is this about that report you did like 6 months ago at the beginning of term?
Probably.
Okay.
I might have opened up a can of worms.
Where are they? Come on, we should retaliate.
I don't know. They ran away. Well, I ran away, and
What
then
did
they
they-
ran past me.
What did they look like? Did they have any like notable like clothes on? Did it look like they had matching tattoos?
They jumped me. I didn't get a really good look at them.
Do you want us to hunt them down? I'll do to them what I did to Takumi, but like way harder.
Well, I would either like to get out of town as quickly as possible so they don't find me, or stick around long enough so that we can find them and do something to them.
I mean, you said yourself, Chet, that you just wanted to get out of this town, sleep and leave.
Yeah, that was before someone hurt my traveling companion and friend.
That
Also,
wasn't one of y'all.
you got robbed. Sort of.
Yeah, but I got my stuff. I'm not worried about it. I am interested in the fact that Ninja do seem to be operating here without any fear of consequences. I mean, it was quite obvious that he was using something not common. I mean, he jumped through the air and it whooshed and laughed. That sounds really odd, but that's what it did.
Look at
Well,
it this way, Kyou. If we take down the Salt Cartel, it's one less spice competitor.
Salt's a big one.
I don't sell salt.
You
I can't. I can't
start.
because there's a cartel.
Well, here's the thing. You might also be able to, if you can get operations high enough, you might be able to compete because they're not selling pure salt.
Oh yeah, it's tainted.
It's all gritty. I think they might be mixing it in with something.
Like white sand,
Probably.
Or
ground quartz.
black glass sand.
That story was ridiculous. I'd never heard that story before, had I?
Probably not.
Okay. I've never heard of that tale. Guy's never heard of that tale. I don't ask Guy if he's heard of it. He's never heard of it, and he knows everything. So, if we're going to, are we going to find these guys then? Did they have a boat?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was on the gangplanks in town? Can you call that a town? What's the definition of a town? I'm gonna
You
pull
would
out a
know.
dictionary now. I'm pulling out a dictionary. I'm so distracted now.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I mean, if we want to go after the salty boys, we can. I can close up here. I've made enough money. We could probably buy a boat. The GM wasn't specific in the amount, but he said it was a
I
ton.
never am.
So I'm gonna say that we have enough that I could buy a boat.
So everybody in
don't
chat as
really-
well, really quick. This is a cinematic style game where money is not actually really counted at all. Idea of general wealth done in a cinematic style, kind of how the hero always pulls out money and it's kind of a general idea how much they have.
It's kind of like Call of Cthulhu just has like a credit rating, or
Seven Seas has wealth points.
yeah. I even feel like
Roxanne.
Sway. Oh yeah.
How big
You,
a boat are we talking?
Drinking out of a green cup.
Oh, could you see through it?
Yeah,
Turns
no, it's like
into
we like, got like the boat and all of that jazz.
It
No.
turns into a boat.
Yeah, that's the cup that John just used is very similar to the one that I'm using. Excuse me.
Oh.
It's good chroma key on my part. No, but
How big a boat?
yeah, I could buy a boat. We wouldn't have to rent from and
But
risk.
I know how to sail.
If we buy a boat, then what do we do with it when we're on land?
We put it in the harbor.
I harbor it somewhere. I dock it.
But then we gotta go back to the boat.
At some point.
Yeah, most of this world is landlocked. Y'all have just managed to skirt the entire empire by going around on sea.
I mean, but still,
We
It's a
could
boat.
look for We could look for stuff to like upgrade the wagon with even further.
I mean, we could. I'm just saying, I made a lot of money, so I'm gonna shut up shop here. I'm gonna put up shop. No, the opposite.
No, shut up.
I'm
Shop
gonna-
is right.
I'm gonna shut down the store. It's closing time, and I'm going
glad I'm not the
to.
only
So
one.
Tomaway is staying at a hotel. Are we staying at a hotel, or are
Yeah,
we
yep.
staying on the wagon?
Remember
Okay,
the Jolly Lotus or whatever?
the Dandy Lotus.
Dandy Lotus.
I
Notice.
want to see what makes it so kid friendly.
There's a ball pit.
Oh, nice.
The first floor is just Chuck E. Cheese.
It's clean and there's nothing questionable happening there.
Ah, so it's
There's
just
a-
a normal place.
There's a guy dressed up like a pirate inside. You're not sure if he's the mascot or if he's just a customer
Or if he's Chet.
or if it's
Or
me.
it's just a guy that was left behind from a boat.
Arr.
So,
Let's find these salt baddies.
are you going to do that or are y'all going to head to the hotel?
I was gonna say let's stop by the Dandy Lotus on the way, and we can leave a message for Tomway that the shop is closed, to not go back out there.
They assaulted our friend.
Oh no!
It's going to be all night.
I bet you anything that one of the guys' name was Assault and the other one was Battery.
Oh,
Bad Terry.
are we saying
Bad
yeah,
Terry.
Bad Terry?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I mean,
Oh.
if we shortened their names, it'd just be Assbat, which just doesn't sound.
No, I like it. I think you're onto something.
What do you think you're doing here, ass-bat?
If cops have never charged anybody with Assbat, I'm sad.
Yeah,
I love the lore that we're building for your world, John.
Let's pick up clues. We're here to solve ghost monsters. Let's find clues.
Let's find clues.
Real.
We are
All
the
right, so
mystery
yeah,
gang.
I leave a note
in the
for
mob.
Tomway.
You
And
leave
that's
a
it.
note. And let's go ahead and say that y'all. Let's. I think we're going to go ahead and roll it out because we are ending. We're getting close to our last 30 minutes for the evening.
Okay.
So skills. I want everybody to tell me what skill they're going to use to try and track these people down. So starting off with Guy, since this happened to you.
Let's go ahead and do.
Dang it.
Maybe let's go ahead and do. If I were to return back to where I was attacked, we do a knowledge intuition check to see about finding clues or things that look out of place.
Okay. So I'm going to set a overall difficulty. Each one of you are going to try and contribute. Your goal is to reach 15 successes to find them. Every success that each one of you makes will help detract from that number. So Toan, go ahead and make your roll.
Sadly, sixes don't count, right?
Nope.
No.
Yep, two
did-
successes.
So 2 successes bring you down to 13. So who would like to go next?
All right, I'm gonna bust back up in that Chili's. And
Your Southwestern egg rolls were so good, I just had to come back.
I'm gonna use intimidation perception on the head chef because I'm sure he deals with the salt cartel.
You know it.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know it.
I'm gonna shake down the head chef at this this Chili's.
Oh no.
Let's
Just
get
like
it
at
going.
every other
Make-
Chili's.
What are we going to go for? Are we doing intimidation and what?
Intimidation
Perform?
and yeah, perform. Perform
Okay.
works. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Once, twice.
So 5?
5.
All right, so that takes us down from 13 to 8. So 8 successes left. Takumi, what are you doing?
I'm going to follow Guy back to where the initial scuffle happened and while he's retracing his steps on ground level, I'm going to try to get up higher and follow a similar path just to see if I can see anything that he's missing from a different angle. So I was thinking perception and then my marksmanship skill of spotting things from a height.
Yeah, let's go for it.
My 3s and my 8s look very similar. That is
That's a good problem to have.
5.
5 successes.
Yes, I
All
hit
right,
a 10.
Three for y'all. So, Ranto, what are you going to do?
So me and Camu are gonna get a good whiff of the area. We're gonna both sniff up Guy and like take in the smell of salt and strange mafia smells, and we're gonna use that to use our little schnauzers to go and track him down. So I get a +1 when acting with my dog and kind of throwing away like civilized manner. And I also get a +1 to perception for trying to spot check. Can that apply here?
Sure.
Okay, so those two. So I'm going to be using survival and perception. So
I love the smell of mafia in the morning.
Salty mafia. The salty mob. Nope, that's the 6. 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Okay, so you now have at least one boost past the test.
Nice.
And you have one person who has not rolled yet. So, Kyou.
Tis I. So Kyou. I am going to find my laughing bandit friend and ask him if he knows about the Salt Cartel.
All right.
So what would you like me to... I've got intuition and I don't
I'm
know,
thinking,
persuade.
Intuition would make sense for finding him, and yeah, persuade.
Persuade? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's
You're
6.
finding him, and you're convincing him to help.
Okay, and I'm switching dice because my last ones were terrible. Oh, that's better. That's better. I got
Ooh,
I got
wow.
2 10s and a 9, so I got 5.
Nice.
So how many over were we last time?
We were already at one boost at 3 over. So how many in groups of 3? How many did you just get?
Just 1.
All right, so that is 2 boosts total.
Okay.
So we need to look up what y'all can get for the boosts in this situation.
So one of them is extra knowledge, and I have an idea for that.
Okay.
How many members of the Salt Cartel are present in the town?
I'm going to say that this is a hub of their operation, and there are 15 of them.
All right, we can take them.
Are we about to do a Salt Cartel sting? Is that what's going down now?
No, we're going to assault them.
There's only so many
No,
times.
no.
There's only so many times we can use the assault joke, okay, guys? Okay.
All right, I'll pepper them with arrows.
Oh, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it.
It'll be real salt on their wounds.
What do we want for our second boost? I'm just ignoring the rest of this.
So what are our other options? All I can remember is style.
If you have access to the quick start guide, it's a little bit better for giving information on that. Which, by the way, if you're in chat, the quick start guide for this game is free at Drive-Thru RPG. That said, so
Boosts, there they are.
additional targets, which doesn't really work in this situation. Bonus information, heightened effect, which means that you can also, show up on the scene just the way you want. I would go with that.
Yeah, I was wondering about. Oh God. David
could
is
boost-
continuing it in chat. Can we
You could boost the karma pool by 1 point.
Good, David.
Uh,
No, what if we if because style was one of them, right?
yes.
And then you said something about showing up on the scene just how you want.
Yeah.
Can we just roll up on this cartel like looking a little intimidating and just being like, you roughed up our friend.
All wearing
Sure.
our Reservoir Dog suits.
Well,
There's-
either that or let's have ourselves a nice little Detective Comics moment as you all descend on the scene where these ruffians are in the middle of a warehouse and there are crates and shadows. And they're of course standing around and talking in nefarious voices. How would you appear in the scene? Tell each one of you, tell me what your character would do.
Is there a roof window, a skylight?
Yeah.
All right, I'm dropping
Because
through
you're
that.
showing up just how you wanted.
Yeah, I'm dropping through that.
Describe it for me.
Great. I mean, they're like talking, doing their nefarious things, sitting around probably like a circle table, just being like, "Yeah, we sure showed that kid what for, huh, boss? Yeah, we showed him good." And then I descend down and slam into the middle of the table, facing the guy who was just talking. And
Superhero pose?
no, because I don't land on my fist. I just land on like I land. It's like a little bit of a squat, and then I stand up to my full height, staring down on him.
Okay.
With the
And-
sun hitting the back of my head just right, where my face is kind of in shadow, but one of my eyes has like a slight glow to it.
Oh, is it nighttime or daytime?
Nighttime.
Cool.
Moon-
So
the
the
moon-
moonlight. The moonlight.
Moonlight.
All right, so
Kyou is wearing my finest black kimono with like blood red rose pattern on it. And yeah, I'm wearing dark colors and I look angry.
okay. Ranto, I really want to know what your character is going to do to be intimidating.
Yes.
Okay, so
Ride in on
as
the dog.
As Chet comes down, dog's not big enough yet. I'm wondering if he'll grow. Chet comes down at the table and spooks him. Some of the more like scaredy cat ones get up to kind of run for the nearest exit, but with lanterns and lamps kind of hitting at just the right kind of angles, and me and Camus hiding behind like boxes and crates and stuff. I have Camus kind of hunched up on my shoulders, and the light hits just enough to cast a shadow of a giant werewolf-looking Hulk right over the exit. And
Nice.
Camus goes, "Awoo!" but scary.
That's
Awesome.
scarier. Okay. Guy.
All right. There is no way for Guy to ever be intimidating, so he's just standing there in the light, kind of looking clueless and saying, "Hi, you punched me earlier." And
Yeah, you can be standing with me as proof that I know what you did.
And they're like, "Oh no, we hurt that guy's kid."
these are my friends.
And Takumi.
Since I'm a glutton for punishment this evening, I'm gonna bust in through not the same skylight as Chet, but like if there's another window like high up on the opposite side of this warehouse just to cover more exits. I'm gonna bust in through that window, and I'm gonna try the fire eye trick again to make it look like I'm a straight demon to them.
Okay, but you know what you got to do. It's,
Yeah.
Yep.
So since I'm trying to be intimidating, the roll is actually worse for me.
Very least, we've cost them a lot in window repairs.
Holy cow. I rolled 5 successes. I rolled 2 10s on 4 die.
Your eyes blaze in the
Oh.
darkness. Little
Nice.
flickers of flame come up, touching your skin but not harming you. And
Good
this is
evening,
the-
gentlemen.
I see your eyes out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, oh. And I try to go back to looking normal and angry.
All right. Everybody go ahead, and I'm going to tell you this straight up. Give me a... It's going to be at least intimidation. And everybody, I need you to make the roll. We're going to go intimidation and let's go might. Intimidation might.
Oh yeah, I'm really contributing to this one.
my
we get
my one
bonuses?
dice and I are just having a good time over here. Oh,
I get
I rolled a
2 for-
1, boss.
I get 2 for this one.
Do we get
do we-
do we get bonuses for description?
We have a,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's go for it. I forget.
Okay,
chat,
1 success.
We also do award, if they give me a good story and a good background of what they are doing, they get an extra die. That is a common part of the game. So, all right,
4.
get
4 successes.
get a +1 intimidation for stare down. So I'm gonna find their leader, look him dead in the eye, like the one who looks most like he's the leader. Look him dead in
Okay.
the eye, and just let my moon gaze scare him, just so I can roll all 10 of my dice. Hooray!
Wow.
I miraculously got 2 10s on 3 die.
Nice.
So I have a success rate of 4.
Got 5 on mine.
5 successes? All right. You have done enough to psychologically damage them. And they all, some of them crawl into corners crying, and the others take off running, kind of toppling over banisters, falling out of windows. You have victoriously won the scene just by arriving.
I hope they were wearing brown pants.
We're surrounded by we're surrounded by crates and barrels and stuff like that.
Yes, that is in fact the name of the store.
Okay.
Crates and barrels. I love it.
Yeah, crates and barrels.
Yes.
I have a new jutsu I want to try
Oh no.
called
Spontaneous
penetrating
combustion.
senses. I can actually, if I concentrate and it's successful. Let's see here. Where'd it go? No. Page 105. No, that's not what page it's on. I'm a dummy. Here we go. The ninja can see through 1 foot of barriers or materials for as long as I concentrate. This allows them to see contents concealed within containers or on people, or overhear snippets of conversation through walls. Gold is the only known material this cannot penetrate.
Interesting choice, but yeah.
I want to look at all their stuff, and is it just salt, or can I find the other material that they're adding to their salt, or what else they add for or trade in? I just want to see. Kyou just wants to try it, really.
No, all of their crates and made of gold.
I rolled an 8, 9, and a 10 on 3 die, so I got 4 successes.
Ooh.
Okay, which is enough to kick off a medium jutsu as well. So
This is only a basic.
So you are able
It's my
to
concentrating
see
phase.
through all the different crates without the feedback or the backlash.
I don't have to like pry them open and crap.
No, you just are looking at them. A few of the boxes contain salt. Some of the boxes contain various spices that are very rare. In fact, you know that those spices would come from across the Black Desert, which, like I said, that's a once a year travel that some
Yeah.
people take.
I mentally note those as payment for having to come over here and put them in their place.
And then you find barrels just filled with sand, white sand.
Ugh, gross. Do you know how many animals defecate in sand? And they're just
Millions of years
putting it.
worth of-
They're just putting it in salt for people to put on their food. It's disgusting.
Not guy is enthusiastically nodding behind over your shoulder.
Let's take a couple of these barrels, and then I'll use my new jutsu. And I pull out a jug of accelerant, light a torch.
Oh no!
And,
we're not
and
committing. We're not committing arson.
Use my burn down the building jutsu.
No, we're not committing arson.
Sends
So-
a message.
Here, stay here. I'm going to find the authorities. Are there authorities in this town and would I know? Okay, no. So I'm just gonna.
This is the language that these people understand.
Hey, I have a weird thought. Did we just become the new salt mob?
Oh,
We did. I hereby,
we did.
hereby declare myself
Well,
hereby
No.
declare myself leader of the salt mob, and hereby disband the salt mob.
guy's probably gonna hate bursting your bubble, but probably not. I'm pretty sure that
Just one hub.
there's a quarry somewhere that is mining the salt and then mixing it in with salt, my guess. And so they're not purifying the salt here. This is a random warehouse in the middle of nowhere. There's a quarry somewhere.
And see if you can find evidence on where that quarry is. Probably
Well.
got some kind of documentation here.
Right?
Before I burn the building down.
Well, if there's anyone that's
We're
good
not,
at speed
we're
reading,
not
that's gonna
burning.
be...
We're not burning the building down. I need to get some of these barrels.
I'd grab some.
Just kick the ones with sand into the sea.
Well, which ones do you want?
Okay, well, I show the ones that have the rare spices that even I have a hard time getting a hold of. And I'm like, we need to find a way to get these back to my cart.
Oh yeah, check
You know
this
what?
out.
Hold
I'll
up,
pick it
I'm just... Oh. Oh yeah, because you're super strong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, how many barrels did I flag, John?
I will say that you've got about 3 or 4 barrels, full-size barrels of the rare spices.
Nice. Is there any way to get my cart here? Over all the gangplanks and whatever. Is
you got
there?
a karma to spend?
Yeah.
Spend a karma.
Yay. Spin it.
All right, so
All
you
right,
can
so
get your cart there.
I'm like, y'all wait here. Chet, if you're gonna burn down the place, just don't do it before I get back. And when I come back with the cart and the mules, I'm like, just load these on here. I'll sort it out later.
Like making a Molotov cocktail, and he's gonna put it up to Takumi's eyes, and then just chuck it.
Yeah. Great.
I am the accelerant.
Nice. I made money today. I scared some adults today, and I got my exercise in. I ran through town. Then I got like all this money and rare spices. Oh, I'm sending a letter home. Dad's gonna flip.
And let's not forget that you took a stab at organized crime.
Very briefly.
Yeah, Takumi is going through a similar list in his head. Is like there was a mugging, a robbery, we busted into a criminal ring's headquarters in this area. It's like I love it here.
Yeah, this place
Yeah,
is
we're-
fun.
It's like this is awesome.
Okay. So that night, are y'all going to be upgrading the digs any and basically get a couple different rooms, best service of the night? What are y'all going to do?
Yeah, Kyou was like, we're all getting our own rooms. tired of sharing. It's one
I
night.
mean, I am definitely 100% burning that building down. But yes,
No,
I
that's
would
fine.
also.
That's fine. You may burn the building down.
A guy
Sammy,
would
do
have
not
to
look
grab
back.
all the paperwork before that happens. I can review it in my room.
Okay. We'll take care of the paperwork next game.
hmm
But I will say that Bassett's. The when you burn down the building, the boats around it just basically spread out, catches fire, and after a few minutes, it just sinks down into the water, goes out, but sinks away, and it's gone.
Did we kill the people? I mean, they didn't stay inside of it, right?
Oh no, no,
No, they
all
booked
ran
it.
away.
Okay. I had a moment of fear that we had just committed mass homicide. 15 individuals after we made them cry in corners.
I like to
And
call
then
it.
we became the monsters.
Well, just as
I
a
like to call it
clarification,
vigilante justice.
there were 15 members of their cartel in the town, not necessarily in that building.
Okay.
So
Well, we'll do our best.
Yeah, but we scared the crap out of a good solid quarter to third of them.
We did.
so
We did good work.
So, Kyou, that
Yeah.
evening, as you are in your room, everybody's gotten private rooms. There is a knock at the door.
I told you, Takumi, I'm sorry for not healing you, but can't do it right now. Just can't.
Are you opening the door at all, or just talking through it?
Yeah, no, I'll open the door. I'm saying that as I open the door.
Tamui is standing there. Oh, sorry,
Oh.
Tamui.
Tomoe? Yeah. Tomui.
Tamui.
Tomui. Oh. Hello.
I was wondering if we could talk about.
Sure. I welcome her in, but I leave the door slightly ajar.
She doesn't come all the way in.
Oh, okay. Good. Kyo doesn't say that. but yes.
Listen,
John, just keep going.
she
Just ignore the
has
duck.
never
In the
been
mood.
this vocal. Look, Kyo, I'm just curious. I've
Stop
been
it.
trying to make it kind of plain. I mean,
Okay.
you do understand that I like you.
I don't I mean, I've picked up a couple signals, maybe, but stop it. But you gotta understand. I think Chet's really into you, and I'm not saying that that you have to date him or anything like that. I know I make a lot of jokes, but I can't. Chet's my best friend. It's very difficult.
Chet's. Look, when it comes to who I like, that's my choice.
No. I know. I'm not saying that that's not what I meant. I just meant.
And the other thing is, I mean, honestly, I'm just not into guys.
What? Did I what? And Kyo is like looks outside and pulls her inside and shuts the door. I'm confused.
I'm figuring the rest of everybody else might not know, but it's kind of. I can tell.
Shit. They do not know. They don't need to know. And this complicates things a lot. I need you to not say that ever where my friends can hear you. Or my family or anyone.
So nobody knows.
No. My parents have no. No. That is a much longer conversation, and I don't know if I'm prepared to have that conversation. But I don't know how you know that. But no. And I really need you to leave right now. We can talk about it later, but that is not something we can discuss right now. I have to take care of some things.
Okay, I'm sorry. And she
It's
just nods, a little bit embarrassed, a little bit sullen, but she leaves rather quickly.
And Kyou shuts the door and looks at themselves in the mirror and takes off the binder.
Okay. And I think this might be a good place for us to end for the evening. Interesting things are now coming out. Of course, the rest of the team does not know this yet. But that said, thank y'all so much, everybody, for tuning in this evening. And let's go ahead and get our XP out of the way for everyone. Did anybody use a negative trigger tonight?
I got backfired. Does that count?
Yeah, I don't think anybody did their opposite. I wasn't in danger when I tried to heal Guy.
Okay.
Does my wandering off and then getting assaulted count?
You got a question, Sammy?
No, I think I technically have one.
Oh.
So as part of the artist profession, my focus trigger is +1 karma when having an emotional outburst that hinders the group. Does trying and failing to roundhouse kick Ranto count as an emotional outburst that would have
Actually,
potentially
yeah.
hindered the group?
I'm kind
think
of
so.
torn on it. I'll let the table say, since we got other players that are saying yes, I will say yes. But normally I would say it would have to do with the artistic profession as well.
Oh, okay.
But since they're saying yes, we're going to go with it.
Okay.
So that means that outside the standard XP growth that happens every game, you get 5. As long as everybody can tell me something that they feel like they learned this episode. So what do y'all feel y'all learned this episode?
That there are places ninja can be ninja and nobody cares. Because we have never lived in that world.
Yeah.
There's a library I have not heard of yet.
Dragons ain't exist.
They don't exist.
Might exist.
They don't exist.
We didn't know that ghosts existed until like a couple months ago when we totally saw ghosts for real.
And
I
Ghost
don't.
Dog.
I don't care what anybody says. Takumi does not believe dragons exist.
That's funny.
But that said, so we've got Kyou, I've got one from you. Chet, I've got one from you. Guy, did you have one?
I learned that there's a library I haven't been to.
That's right.
That's right.
Got one from you. Takumi, do you have one?
To be perfectly honest, I think Takumi learned a little bit about himself this evening. He enjoyed what happened this evening a lot more than what he thought he would. At least in the port town. It's like, this is great. It's like, I want to live here.
You want to live in the Gotham City of the Izo Empire.
I want to live in this chaos for whatever reason.
We want to live in what was essentially described as Australia.
Yeah.
Ranto.
Madlands. I think Ranto kind of learned that she really missed being on ground and not necessarily in a big boat where she was a lot more capable, and also that they really pulled it together and came through to scare a bunch of adults who beat up a child.
There you go.
That's right. Dang it.
That puts y'all all at 4 XP except for Sammy. Sammy, you got your 5th XP for the trigger going off. And I will open it up to chat. If there's still anybody out there, chat's pick. Who do you think was the best role player for the night? and it can be anyone, but I just want to try and see if we can get a consensus out of that. So
I think Guy actually got to do some stuff tonight. So, I mean, he's been pretty much out of commission the entire time we've been on the boat.
did I catch you off guard with the salt?
You did. I was wondering when that was gonna come back to bite me.
With to
I'm
haunt.
very happy.
That was nice.
The true ghost.
All right. We got anything from chat yet?
Uh-uh.
All right. Well, chat, go ahead and drop it in. We'll see it later. We'll send on the XP to our players then. Really quick reminders for what's coming up. We have the Seriously Let's Play coming up at the end of the month, which will be
Is that the 26th?
26th. That is my new system that I've designed called Gutter Punk. It is a twisted tale of living in a world where all the horrors that we talk about exist in a monster kind of form. Think almost like Labyrinth if it was a punk world. But you have, as a player, the music to fight back. So I have Eloy Lasanta from Third Eye Games joining us. I have Jessica,
The creator of this game.
Yeah.
Eloy
Creator of this-
Lasanta created this game.
I have John McGuire, who is from the Vintage RPG podcasts, and they are wonderful. If you don't listen to their podcasts, be sure to go check them out. He's been a guest on a few of our shows before, but never one of our actual plays. So that'll be fun. And then we also have Jessica Geyer from Wannabe Games, who wrote the RPG Moonpunk. So there is that. And then tonight's our big announcement. We have a Star Trek Adventure RPG getting started, actual play, which will be 10 players, multiple GMs. We have a writing team. This is going to be one of our biggest efforts yet. We are really excited for it. It is going to be called, yet again, The Voyages
Up. Yep. And it will, our first episode, our pilot episode is June 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, or I'm sorry, 4 p.m. Pacific. Join us for that if you're a Star Trek fan. And like I said, we have an overarching story that we're going to tell, and there's going to be 3 different GMs running different sessions. We're going to treat it episodic, like any episode of, like any iteration of Star Trek, where every week you might see different crew members because the adventure doesn't have to deal with, the captain and the first officer all the time. So we're gonna have some stuff switching out there, and it's gonna be a good time.
There we go. Well, everyone, we thank you so much. We will be, as far as I know, back in 2 weeks for Growing Shadows, our next episode. Next week should be our next episode of Illuminated Page, our Call of Cthulhu Masking Nyarlathotep actual play. So I think this is a good point to call it a evening. And stay safe, and we look forward to seeing y'all. Please come and join us on our Discord board. We are having a lot of fun out there, a lot of good discussions.
Yeah, about all kinds of stuff. We talk about we talk about movies from the 80s, we talk about all the game systems, we talk about all kinds of stuff. But we appreciate y'all coming out tonight. And stick around for the outro if you want to hear some more of that great theme song. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
I love my theme song. Come on.
It's a good theme song.
Ready
All
for
right.
this?
Are you, though?